everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tolerating. I know it's a Tuesday. I'm so sorry. Things keep on being moved around and appointments and things. So thank you for being so forgiving. I just thought this will work today. So, oh, Eric, no problem. Thank you for leaving a message. Fair enough. I'm sorry it's a clash. No problem. And you can always catch up afterwards. And Kayla, thank you for joining. Lovely to have you here. Fantastic. Wonderful to have you. Amani. Glad it's a good surprise. Adrian as well. Barbara, amazing. Steve and Melvin. Oh, thank you very much. It's so lovely to have you. I'm amazed that somehow you spot this and find this, to be honest. You're such a loyal group of people. It's really lovely. I hope this will be fun. I thought maybe I would keep it a little bit of a mystery. So I'm not saying what it is yet. It's actually something in the classic Robert Harbin book, but it's actually a traditional fold from what I understand. So, glad you can be here, Melvin. Yeah, thank you for your kind words. They are really appreciated. So it's something in here. I won't say yet what it is. It's good to have you, Steve and Barbara. What time is it in California? Maybe 5 or 6. I don't know. Yeah. So for this one, grab yourself some paper. I'll only start in a few minutes. I usually chat just in case people are trying to join 6 a.m. Wow. Your dedication is pretty amazing. So grab some paper. I'm going to make a standard size piece of paper. If you have any green origami paper, this may be a clue. It would be good. Did you want to see what we're making, or shall I keep it a surprise? I'm going to let you choose. Let me know whether you want to know what it is that you're aiming for or not really. Just let me know. I'll go by a popular secret. Thank you, guys. Okay, surprise, excellent. Oh, I love it here. Yay! Good surprises. Yeah, exactly. Life can be full of surprises, not always good ones. So let this be a good surprise. It's been on my wish list. I'll just say a little bit about it. It's been on my wish list again for quite a while. It is a traditional fold. There's a lovely twist at the end. And I was reminded about this because actually, unusually on the wards, I would offer origami. I would hold some origami and explain it's time for. It can be a way to help you focus and do something different, and it can be something to watch, or better still, to join me and have a go. And it can help lift mood. All these things I say. Anyway, one time fairly recently, I approached a patient and he said, "Oh, can you get me some paper?" And it was like a mystery fold because it was like, I'm going to fold something. And I didn't know what. And I was sort of guessing along the way, is it this? Is it that? Because it could have been. And he made this. So it was lovely to be reminded and actually see from someone else. So yeah, it's a good one. Quite a few folds to it. Excellent. Glad you like the idea as well, Marnie. Well, everyone said a surprise. How wonderful. It's like just saving it for that little bit. Yeah, it'll come together. Right, just 1 minute, we'll get going. So grab yourself some paper. And if you want to, you could maybe colour one side, or if you have green, I would recommend green. I don't know whether that's a hint or not. It might be. So, yeah, paper. I hope you've got sunshine. It's a really beautiful day here. It's been very hot and humid, but now it feels a little bit drier but warm. Galen, you spoiled the surprise. Yes, it is a frog. It was irresistible. Yeah, the green. I'm going to show you now. So it's inflatable frogs, but they're so good. Yes. And they just have such a kind of anatomical feel to them. So this one, actually, this was with origami paper, and I think best of all, it's quite thin origami paper. So if you have thinnish paper, that's better. Oh, I was stuck at your desk. Never mind. I can gaze out at our garden, which is really lovely. So yeah, the final twist is blowing up its bum, and that helps inflate it, which is a great thing to do. Turns out it's not a great thing with lipstick, but we'll see. Here's a smaller frog. They sit very nicely too. Just to show you, they have a lovely feel to them. I don't know if I have never made these before, so I've been rather delighted to discover these little. And the way they sit, they sort of sit up kind of proudly. Yeah. So I shouldn't have talked about green, should I? If I'd kept it a mystery, then you really couldn't have guessed. Right, so first of all, I'm going to make a square. So if we just take a corner, this is half an A4 already, so I would recommend taking, oh, brilliant, taking it, folding it in half. And yeah, the patient actually who taught me, he had learnt from this same book. So here we go, Robert Harbin's book there. This is towards the end, the final. Lovely drawings. So it's nice. Yep. So I'm going to take a corner and bring it up to right angle triangle. There we go. Going to remove the rectangle. Oh, it's your first book. Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad it's going to bring back happy memories. For me, these are new memories. So, and I love how it starts off like a lily. When of course you think of frogs and lily pads, so it's rather nice. Yeah, I'd never folded this before. So. Right, if you have got origami paper, well, if you're going to shade it, I'm just going to really quickly do it. It's on the inside, so I've folded it in half, and the colour would be in here. That's right. I'll shade it just in case you are wanting, in case you've got origami paper that's just coloured on one side. Just a way of showing you which colour should be on which side. That's it. There you go. So colour it if you wish or not. I'm going to do the other diagonal line. And just tell me to pause if you're taking your time. So I've done both diagonals. I found actually the blowing, to be honest, it's only worked for me when it's very thin paper. So bear in mind, but you can use your fingers with it as well. So turning it over and just a horizontal line. There we go. Horizontal, opening it up, and then the other horizontal or vertical. Like so. There we go. Are you all ready at this point? So the green should be underneath if you had origami paper or coloured it. And then you can push it all together. It's like the fortune teller, a little bit. And then squashing it down. I will wait till you're ready. So let me know if you're ready. Otherwise, I will pause for a little bit till you're at that point, and just let me know if you need me to explain anything. Great. I like the emoji, Caleb. Fantastic. Well guessed. It was the green, wasn't it, that gave it away? Yep. That could be colourful. Excellent. Oh, thanks, everyone. Brilliant. Great. Yeah, it's the green. Right. So think of this. Actually, it's like making a lily flower. So think of this. It's flat at the moment. Make sure it's gathered at the top. You turn over for sort of a new little leaf, a page that sticks out, and then pop your finger in down to the bottom, and then squash it down in the middle. Okay, and keeping everything nice and lined up, so it looks like a nice little kite. The next fold, I think, I'm going to need to check out my diary, but I think hopefully it will be, yeah, I will have a look, but there's coming up the 75th anniversary for the NHS. So need to do something special, and it will be a live fold for then. And it is a Wednesday, actually. So I think that's in 2 weeks, or is it in 3 weeks' time? Have to have a look, but that will be a live fold. So it may be that's the next one. Maybe if I try and put it into the end of the end of the title for this one. But just to say, yeah, we'll have to do some kind of birthday thing. Turn it to the back. And again, turning kind of a fresh page, pop your finger in and squash it down. There we go, so it's all lined up. Yeah, it's been lovely to discover these sort of traditional folds, which until you try them, you don't realise how delightful they are. Turn over a page, onto another side, a page there, and pop your fingers in. Down to the bottom. I encourage that because otherwise you can get wrinkles. Again, line this up. Squash it down. Keep turning through the pages. Like a revolving book, so you sort of need to revolve at the back for it to feel comfortable. Finger in there. Again, what I'll do is I'll wait till you give me the go ahead before the next step. And I do like how this starts like a lily, which is where I started anyway. Oh, I've been also trying to do connected, how we did connected cranes before. I have been trying, see where I put it, connected flowers. I'm just going to show you that because it's reminded me of the lilies. But I will wait till you're ready with that. Oh, I tried four connected flowers. It's quite interesting. So it's one piece of paper. I don't quite know what I'm doing with that, but it's kind of interesting. I was just curious what shapes it would form. You can see it could form a nice little kusudama or circle or something. Yeah, it is tricky. I just thought I'd give myself a crazy challenge. Actually, I thought with the flowers it looked nicer. Just two, actually. Again, a bit like the cranes. I thought that was more attractive. Excellent. So I guess that would probably be. Oh, thank you, Penny. That will definitely be a live fold, and it may be the next fold because I will definitely be doing that. I've been asked to do that, which is lovely by the hospital. So it may be that that's the next fold. Yes. Yeah, it's quite fun. I think the 2 is more successful. Sorry, diverted than the 4. But I was really curious to do it. One piece of paper. Nice to give yourself a challenge. Okay, are you ready for the next step? Does it look like that on every side? All the little sides. So we'll wait till you give me the go ahead. Cool. Excellent. Great. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. So on the sides which have got that sort of horizontal line, just take that top diagonal edge and bring it along that vertical line. Again, this is just like making lily flower. So it's always, you have to take your time to be nice and careful and gentle. You don't want anything to rip in that top edge. And folding it along that vertical line. That's it. So maybe if we do that on each of the 4 sides. And I think I need to be careful with what I'm doing. That's it, and then turn to the back. Same thing. Like so. Other sides that they come together. And then leaf through to another side. Maybe at the back you can also leaf it through so it's balanced. Same thing. Hopefully you're getting the hang of it. I think most of you are very experienced origamists, but this is for everyone. Lovely, lovely last time to be joined by someone who's a colleague who's moved to another hospital, but it was lovely to hear that the sessions, he did use them and they are enjoyed and appreciated. Edge. There we go. And top edge. There we go. Again, I'll wait till you're ready. So. Great. Thank you, Adrian. Great. Excellent. Looks like you're all getting there. So the next step, also it's a bit mind-boggling, particularly people who've never done origami before or only remember from being children. Lovely. Is to open up the little flaps. I like to think of opening a present and then taking the front of this, bringing it down in the middle, rolling in the sides. And what you're aiming for is a point. Can you see a little point there? That's it. Lovely. Thanks, Barbara, for the croak. I feel like I've got a croaky voice myself. Anyway, that little triangle, if it was a lily, you point it up, but for the frog, point it down. Right, see mine's drifting a little. So this is something, again, that you'll do on every side. That's mine there. Best I can. We always have to be a bit forgiving to ourselves. Right, I've done one side. I'm going to turn to the back. Again, open up the flaps. Pull down the middle. Roll in the sides. Try to make a nice little point in the middle. And not pushing it up, but pushing it down. That's it. Then leaf through your book till you're on another side. Maybe do the same at the back. So it's balanced. Feels more relaxed. There we go. Opening up the flaps. Pulling the middle down. Rolling the sides in. Making a point. Pushing it down. Got one more side. Opening up the flaps. Pulling down the middle. Frog base. Oh, is that what it's called? Didn't know that. Is it with the bit sticking down? Is that why it's called? Is that the, I mean, obviously, because of this fold, that it would be called then the frog base. So presumably with this sticking down is the frog base. So just check you've done that every side. 4 sides to it. Again, let me know when you're ready for the next step. There's quite a lot of folds in this one. Great. Oh, wow, you remember that? Yeah, it is. I often say it's kind of mind-blowing. Particularly, yeah, patients who've never done this before, so it is quite advanced, really. Oh, it's nice to feel your brain gets it now. It's called practice, isn't it? Things which are difficult with time get easy, and after a while you just sort of do it, don't you? So I'm assuming that you're all ready. So obviously let me know if not. If you turn a page to a fresh new side, just check we've all got it the same way around. So the bits pointing down, 3 bits at the top, have it at the bottom. Turn a page to the smooth side. And I want you to fold from the top edge to the middle. It's important which side it is. So it's up here. I'm going to have to see what I'm doing, I think. Just to show you. It's top edge to the middle. And this is the direction. So this was one page, turned it to the smooth side, top edge. One side, and then the same with the other so that they meet. Like so. And then turn to the back maybe. Again, turn a page. Top edge to the middle. No meat. It's looking a bit wobbly, but never mind. Good enough. Great. Can keep turning the pages until you get to the smooth side. One, it's quite gathered up by this point. Top edge to the middle. Top edge to the middle. There we go. So again, I will wait till you're ready. It's not perfect, that's good enough. So it should look like that. Great. Like the green tick, Melvin. Is that frog inspired? Right. Kaylin's got his emojis there at hand. Lovely. Ribbit. So turn now to a fresh, clean page, which has got that little triangle sticking down. Maybe at the back you're kind of also turning a page that feels balanced. So this is going to be the head. So let's turn it round this way up. So this is going to be the head. This is the sort of back of the body. And we're going to first of all make the front legs. So to do this, it's almost a bit like a crane. I tend to explain it by opening up the side, lifting that top layer up, and then sort of tucking it away in itself. See what I mean? So it's down there. I open up one page, that side, lifting that up, and then closing it in on itself. Now I'll probably have it as I've got there, kind of sticking up. That's it. Now let's do the other side. Did that make sense? I hope so. Opening up that page, lifting this up, closing it back. So you've got the front legs there. There we go. So I guess with animals generally, I am definitely a lot less experienced on animals. You can do the folds to sort of show where you will end up folding it. You see what I mean? It's almost like drawing out where you're going to do it. So first of all, we want this little frog to have its arms kind of out like that. So I'm going to take this little arm and fold it so that you're adding a little fold there at that angle so it sticks out horizontal. And if you do the same with the other one. Now as it is, it's okay, but it's not that great. So it would always look a bit messy and start to unravel. So I know as many of you know the technical names for these things, but I try and avoid them. So it sort of maps out the line there, and I tend to then undo it, open it up in that little groove, and if you keep your finger in there, pull it down to the point where you've made that fold, and it's kind of folding in on itself, and it just looks neater and it will stay a lot better. And the same with the other one. So I'd already folded it so it would come out sideways, opening it up, putting my finger in the groove, and then bringing it down into itself, tucks it away nicely, like you would with a crane's head. There we go. It's looking an interesting thing, isn't it? I don't know what else you can make with this. How's that going? I'm assuming you're keeping up, but do say if you want me to pause, just say pause or explain again. I'm assuming you're getting there. So I'm going to show you the next step, which is to give front feet. So again, lifting it up to sort of the point you think would look good. Again, you might as well do it on the other side. And then you can either sort of undo it, or again, put your finger in and sort of squash it at the sides. It's a bit of experimentation, and it's also a bit, every animal's a little bit different. So kind of makes it unique, a bit sculptural. Feels like it's kind of going like this. How are you doing, everyone? Is that getting there? Looks an intriguing thing. Hopefully. Ready for the back legs? I'll wait a moment. Yep. Cool. Right, let's give it those final legs. So if you turn to the back, and for this one, the legs, you somehow got more space now for the legs, which is just as it should be. So I'm going to pick up the leg and fold it out. It's almost sticking out sideways, actually. Maybe like that. And while you're doing one, you might as well do the other. So again, it's like a frog doing splits. Maybe it's doing yoga, I don't know. Again, you've added the fold line, so undo it, open it up at the side. You can pop your finger in and then push up along the line that you've made. Here we go. Do the same with the other one. Something like that. There we go. And now to add a bit more on the leg. Yeah, oh good. I'm glad, Melvin. There's a lot of steps to it, isn't there? But I do think it's a very satisfying thing as well. I really feel so froggy. It makes me smile. I don't know why frogs make me smile, but I'm glad you're enjoying it too. So I'm going to work again on the back leg. So just bringing it down, you can see it just starts to look more like a frog. They are delightful folds. So I guess it was a bit matching. And again, then opening it up, trying to follow the line that you've put already. That's it. So I seem to have one very sharp leg and one very not. But anyway, it's fine. We're all different. There we go. So one last fold. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I suppose it's more complicated animal things, isn't there? I was given a lovely Japanese book of lots of different animals. I think that's something at some point I should start looking through. Yeah, see what we can do there. Right, and then final, which is adding the little feet. I just love how it's sort of mapping out what we sort of go, yeah, that's really like a frog. Taking the foot. Yeah, they really do. And actually, once you blow into it, it also has it props itself up somehow on the front legs. It's got a good shape to it. Again, I'm taking the foot, folding that up. And again, if you can sort of unpick it and go in there, then again, it will hold better and look nicer. The inverse reverse fold. Is that it? Yeah. Which makes complete sense. But sounds a bit complicated when you say it. So maybe you've got something a bit like this. Yay! Also somehow looks like a human, doesn't it? Jumpy. Right, are you all ready? I will wait a moment because we can all blow together on our frogs. Wearing lipstick is not a good look on Exactly, Melvin. Yay. Cool. Exactly. Yeah, I do tend to avoid the jar because it's definitely off-putting. It has meaning, but I think only if you're someone who does a lot of origami. Lovely. Okay. So, right down here, there's a hole at its bottom. Have a go if you wish, putting into it. If it doesn't work, I have to say mostly it doesn't necessarily work with me. Then we can always inflate its head a bit with your fingers. So, as I said, it often doesn't work with me. Oh, it is working. See, the head starts to blow up a frog. Got a bit of lipstick at the bottom. Looks a bit inappropriate, but anyway, never mind. You live and learn. But hopefully it's given it a bit more of a body. You may find if it doesn't inflate, what you can do is hold some of these ridges and pull out, and it sort of inflates it. I've ended up quite liking a little ridge at the top because it just looks then a little bit more froggy. Possibly it's completely up to you. You can keep it just as it is, or you can have a go at adding some eyes if you wish. There you go. Yeah, good idea, Stephen. To be honest, I've mostly ended up inflating it that way myself. So if you just take the sides and pull out, it worked. Good. I think it worked. Hope yours worked. You've got a pen. You could add some eyes if you feel like it. Good one, Penny. So if you wish to, I think it's sort of described as a bullfrog. This one. So you can put some little eyes in there if you wish, but you don't have to. And hopefully it has a nice little feel to it. Hopefully it sort of has its nice little position. When it's inflated, it tends to just pop up a little bit more. There we go. Hope that's worked for you. Fantastic. Glad you've enjoyed it. And I guess, yes, we'll be back for the 75th anniversary of the NHS. Oh, yeah. So glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, so I guess then it may be 3 weeks rather than 2 weeks, but I think that will fit well. So wishing you a good few weeks. Look after yourselves, everybody. And I hope you can enjoy sunshine and good things in life. Look after yourselves. Thank you. Bye-bye.